deck a little girl. Absolutely glorious, beautiful, sunny morning, probably about 70 degrees. Couldn't be any better than this. And this is the morning I'm going to get a chance to get the last of the fairing compound down. But just glorious. Couldn't ask for more. This is now my third day of work week, and boy, looking forward to getting this. And I got up here and hit on the deck that just got the fairing compound. I don't know why, but man, this thing sounds so solid. It's unbelievable. I mean, even more so than when it was just the fiberglass and the coring and all the repair work I did. Wow, with this down, it just feels like yeah. I used to joke that my brother's deck, after they got done doing it, was you could land aircraft on it. Well, this is feeling like you could land aircraft up here. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna get to work here. We'll keep you up to date as things go along. I'm gonna have to mix up a nice big batch. I'm getting down there on fairing compound. I hope I've got enough to just finish everything, and I think I do. But I need to get that all mixed up, and then we'll bring you in here and let you watch as we get this last bit of the deck finished up. Okay, I got to looking at it. I've got plenty of fairing compound. I didn't think I did, but I do. And so I'm getting out a batch of it here. I've come to one conclusion, that in using this stuff, the more you use it, the easier it gets. It takes a while to get the hang of this, the feel of mixing it and so forth. Like I said, watch Andy on Boatworks today, but at the same time, you got to do it yourself and just get in there and be willing to do the mixing and make a mess. Where's my other? I had a little spatula here. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. More of that. Okay. That looks like about it, quantity-wise. Maybe a little bit more of the blue. I don't know. I think that'll do it. Let's go ahead and just mix it. Put the lid back on that. There we go. Well, I'm no pro at this, that's for sure, but this is definitely getting easier to mix as the more you do it, the more it just feels, oh, okay, yeah, that's how you do it. I probably watch Andy on Boatworks Today do this at least a dozen times. At least a dozen times. Because I want to learn. And boy, that guy, he's good at demo work. And you know, just watching his hands and how he works is just amazing. I need to, I'm subscribed to his channel. I need to write in sometime and say, by the way, thank you. Thank you for all the teaching, because that's exactly what it is. He's teaching. This is coming out just super. We're almost there. Get it without any streaks in it. We should be able to go. Okay, I think we're done. Good job. Nice mix. All right. Let me do something real quick here. Set this to one side so it doesn't get on anything. Like that. Throw that over the side. All right. Good to go. And I'd like to work left to right when I'm doing this. So you're going to miss the first part of this because I'm going to be working directly under you as I'm laying down this stuff. Wait a minute. Let me get my big putty knife here. I want to use a broader stroke of this stuff. Put a big old glop right there. I'm going to use my brand new drywall blade. See how that works. Oh yeah. Wow. There you go. Oh, I love it. I wish I'd gotten this right from the start. This is awesome. If you're doing this, go to Home Depot and pick up, forget the brand name on it, but pick up one of these. Believe me. Oh my goodness, it's so good. $11 and something plus Massachusetts tax. But oh my goodness, wow. You talk about laying down some nice fairing compound. That works like a charm. Oh, by the way, go to Home Depot over in the drywall section. They actually, in the one down here on Cape Cod, they actually have a drywall section. And that's where you want to go. And you'll find a whole range of tools. From what I remember, I was just there last night. From what I remember, the DeWalt tools were wicked expensive, but this was a different brand and much less expensive and virtually the same quality, I think. Well, by the way, I'm a DeWalt guy. I love DeWalt tools, but in this case, those are a bit pricey compared to this other brand. Like I said, I wish I could remember. I'll try to remember and put it in the notes down below the video. Wow, what a difference to have a blade like this. Get you one of these if you're going to be doing this. Get out of the way. As I'm dragging this, and I've got a considerable angle on it like that, you know, it's so that I'm not peeling it up. I'm actually dragging it back behind the blade, you know, and also I'm putting considerable pressure down on it because I want that to be pushing down into the fiberglass. Okay, we are coming right along. I am almost done with this batch. I mean, that's when you use one of these, I'll say this for it. You're dragging that much material, you're going to go through it quicker, but you're going to get it down and it'll look a lot better and be distributed more evenly. A little piece of garbage right there. Get that out of there. Get out. What is going on? Garbage in there. Oh, by the way, this compared to that plastic blade I was using yesterday, I'll take this any day. I'm convinced that it drags the material out far easier than that plastic blade. Anyway, okay, I got to mix up another batch. Can't believe it. I'm already done with this. Another batch. All right, I'll tell you what, why don't I spare you the details on that, and we'll come back to you a little bit later. This is done. I do have some more work I want to do right here on the upswing at the front of the cabin. I found that if I got, in other words, I'm going to mix up one more batch, probably a small batch, and I've got plenty to do that. But I found that, like right there, I don't know if you see on that far side just below the tape, I had some of the fairing compound, and I just took my thumb, we got a good bunch of it, and just smeared it right into the corner and used my thumb as a mold. Oh my goodness, it really just laid it right in there. So nice. And I'm going to, when I get my next batch done up, I'm going to take it and go all along the front of this and get a nice smooth contour. Better than I did with, where is it, right here, with this thing. That was, so-so. So anyway, but you know, sometimes the human just your own fingers can accomplish more. So anyway, I'm going to get it all along there, and I've got to do more in here. This is not adequate in here at all. Back toward the, I think there's still a bit of a hollow right here. Maybe not. I've got pretty much filled up in there, but this is where all that damage was. The night that we cut this deck, we were trying to get this back edge pried up, because everything was cut all the way around. Trying to get this back edge pried up, and Ryan was using a big old screwdriver, and it went right through the cubby down below and right down into the cabin. And I'm not blaming him at all. I mean, it was just all rotted out. The whole pan was rotted right there. So anyway, but I can feel right here. I'm gonna bring this out more of a just kind of feather it out back into here, and yeah. So I got work to do, but the deck is really done for the most part. Just the touch-up stuff that I'm going to be doing, but I think I'm going to throw those out. Yeah, I guess I'm being not caring about those are so cheap. It was $3 for a whole set of those. I'll go back to Home Depot and buy another set of those just so I don't have to clean those things up again. But in the meantime, this, and I was telling you about this, came out great. This is called Anvil brand. This blade here is a drywall blade. By all means, get one. I mean, it is so good for laying down this fairing compound. Just so good. And cleaned up so well. Like I said, a little bit of acetone, and just then after that, some dish detergent after you get everything basically off of there. And just good stuff. Anvil brand, as opposed to DeWalt stuff that is considerably more expensive. All right, that's about it for now. I've got another project. I'm going to go look at my list, for work week, and see which one I want to get into right now. But for right now, let's leave this old girl all nice and done up here, and we'll let it harden. And I'm not going to even think about doing any of this stuff until after this is completely hard, so I can sit on it and I don't need to worry about getting it on my pants or on anyway. Just let it harden. All right, guys, we'll be back to this. Guys, so here we are. Deck is all good and hard. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be doing some sanding here shortly. My old rigid sander is pretty much shot, so I went out and bought a new Ryobi. Let's just hope it works as well as it's supposed to. And weird thing, all the sanders are now 5-inch instead of 6-inch, which is fine. I probably have enough guts left in my old one to be able to use up my 6-inchers. In the meantime, it's up here, but my mom's taking a nap right now, and I'm not going to interrupt that. In the meantime, what I've been doing is hand sanding this right up in the very peak behind the, just in back of the breast hook here, and got a lot more to do. And I can feel some areas I'm going to have to put a little extra fairing compound in there, but ultimately I'm just getting this set up this way for now, some hand sanding. And what I did, remember I built this thing to spread the fairing compound. Well, it's now turned into a sander, and I think it's going to work great. I've been able to get it, this sandpaper, this is 60 grit, been able to get it tight enough to where I think it's going to be able to stand up as I go back and forth over the surface. Andy has something very similar to this on his show. And meantime, I'm just going to do some hand sanding and use this and to kind of get used to seeing how it works. So I'll get back to you in a minute. The problem with using 60 grit is that it takes the skin right off your hands. Now I'm already bleeding. Anyway, I may wait on this till I get my sander up and running after Mom takes her nap. But in the meantime, I've used this. Man, this thing is effective. I really feel like I need to use the sander first, my new Ryobi sander first, then use this for flattening, getting a straighter, straighter across. But I'm going to try to use this a little bit instead of my hands for a few minutes and just see if I can make it work. Sanding is coming out pretty well. Now this is without the sander. This is just using my sanding board over here. And that's doing fine except for one thing. I've definitely got some high spots and some low spots. And here's a high spot right here. I don't know if you can tell. That's fiberglass right there. In other words, in getting nice and smooth and level, the stuff around it, we've gone right through to the fiberglass. So what we're going to have to do, I'm going to have to order another 2 quarts of this stuff. Each one of these is a quart. I'm going to have to order another 2 quarts of this. In other words, another set. And do this all over again. Although next time it's going to be a lot easier because I know what I'm doing. And a lot smoother. But I've got to get some depth on this. That was way too thin right there as a high spot. And it should be a high spot right in the center, because everything's supposed to go to the outside. But yeah, this needs filling in here. That's too low. So, all right, well, I'll reason these things out. I'm going to keep sanding. Once my mom gets up, I'm going to get the sander started and see if we can't get some of this done without taking it down too far. Okay, so we just got done with a big family meal in there, and it was nice. Celebrated a birthday. In the meantime, I'm up here because we got rain coming in about an hour, so I need to get this all buttoned up. I'm really happy with the way everything has come out for the most part. I've got a brand new another exact match to what I just put all over this deck, and that's some more Total Fair. Another 2 quarts of it. Remember, a quart of hardener and a quart of the resin, whatever you want to call it. So that's on the way, and I should have it by Friday. All I think I'm going to do as far as this trip is concerned is just about what I've done and get some more sanding done. And other than that, there's a couple other projects I'm going to get involved in. So let me turn this around. I'm going to show you what we got, and then we're going to cover this up. Okay, I started doing a lot of the sanding, and one of the real assets here, besides my sander, which is fine, it's been working. I'll tell you what, the one that moves the most material is right there. That is 60 grit sanding board, and that thing works like a charm. I love it. I made this for pushing fairing compound around, and rather than use it for that, I put the 2 pieces of 60 grit on the bottom of here, and man, it just works so phenomenally. You can hear it. I mean, it just really goes to town. Does a lot of nice leveling and so forth. So we'll see how much we get done on this trip. As far as I'm concerned, the big push is kind of over for now. That the fairing the deck has been faired but not faired. I've got a lot of work to do to fill in some gaps. I need to keep this high in the center, low to the outsides, and it is. I've been using this board. I don't know if you can see this. Been using this board, and okay, see, that's pivoting right in the middle. I've been doing that all over the boat, and it's always high right in the middle, low to the outsides. Of course, that was the way that the pan was designed underneath here to begin with. So, all right, with that said, I think we're ready to button things up and put this to bed for the night. So, listen, thanks for stopping by Restoring Little Girl, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow on workday number 4.